I need a theme song. I need a theme song. Ooh, yeah. Hey, it's CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. Across the Red River is beautiful. Bossier City, Louisiana. Uh, Oh, I've been home for about an hour. Earlier today, I went for what I call a health walk. It's been one of those emotional days, and so I just took a health walk up to the river, made some videos, but even then, it was like, oh, I just talked myself into more emotions, so I decided to come home. But it's kind of cool because I realized, hey, that little mini staycation coming up. My good friend, his daughter is getting married, and his family, they're all going to Hawaii in July. So I'm going to go spend some quality time with his dog. I used to sit with both of his dogs. One of them they had to put down several months ago, but the other dog, Eddie, he's still there, and I'm going to spend some quality time in their house for about a week or so. And it's always good to look at things with different walls or whatever. So I got a little mini little staycation coming up. It's gonna be nice. And so I've been doing an under. I've taken a task. I've undertaken it. I've taken a task. Taken on the task of really just redoing all the arrangement of the furniture in the apartment. Pretty much pulling all the furniture out from the walls, getting into the areas that really need to get cleaned and arranged, going from closets and drawers, and just really just getting rid of a lot of things to make room, for things that, clothing that I'm not wearing anymore, that type of stuff, just paperwork that gets piled up and just basically put into drawers, without me going through it like I should and everything. I'm going to do a lot of that. And the goal that I have, the date that I've had set, is going to be July the 3rd, with the forgiveness date of July the 4th, because that's the evening that I'm going away to take care of my friend's dog and everything while they're gone. And yay. It's I love being over there because it's like, wow. It's like, usually when I'm there, it's just me and the pets. And there's only one dog there now, but it's like, yay. And it's like, I really don't need anything else, but the cuddles from that dog while I'm there. So that's kind of cool. And yes, I definitely am getting to that headspace where I could use a vacation. But anyway, yay. I just wanted to share. And hey, hope you enjoy my new little theme song that I'm gonna be doing on my videos, because yay. So I went to the river and then I came home, and then it was like, yay. And then I waited till about 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then I was like, I need to eat. So I'm going to put some chicken in the oven to bake, and that'll take about an hour or so. I probably won't do a food video, but yay. But yay. I know I'm weird. I'm weird because I'm sorting through just various, feelings and emotions. I do that sometimes. Got to just unpack everything. Got to unpack and clean the house. Got to unpack and clean the soul as well. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing that I can feel emotions, that I can feel happiness, that I can feel sadness, that I can get pissed off. It's such a good thing that I can feel these things, because then I can process them and communicate them in a productive way. And and then I can make decisions as to what to do about patterns or situations that are repetitive, that may contribute to emotional unrest, and then I get to make the decisions about, um, what is, I get to weigh it out and decide, hey, does this situation, does it need to, change? And if it can't change, then is it worth continuing? And I'm not talking about romantic relationships or anything like that. I'm just talking about just people in general. Uh, so, yay, um, because if there's going to be an issue of respect that I, want to have from other people, a certain way that I want to be treated or a certain way that I don't want to be treated, that's an issue of a personal boundary, right? And so a boundary is a little bit different than a wall. See, a wall, you put up this wall, and it's basically immovable. It takes a sledgehammer or a power tool or something. You got to uh, get a crew together or something and knock that thing down. But a boundary you can put up, and there's a certain flexibility to it. It's it can be temporary or permanent, but it's movable. You can adjust it as need be in your life. That's the way I see it. The boundary, you know, uh, that I set for myself can be moved inward to accommodate more room for other people's boundaries. But at some point, a boundary, you gotta have some firm steadfastness to it. If you have a boundary, otherwise you're going to find that you have no room for your own self within that boundary. And so having boundaries for a relationship that you care about is good for both parties of the relationship, the friendship, or whatever. And without that boundary, or without that understanding or communication of the boundary, um, it's not going to. It's not going to. Things are not going to go well. Things aren't going to be okay. And and if the boundary keeps getting uh, broken or ignored, if not all the time, but with enough frequency, that it becomes problematic in your life over a number of years. I don't know about you, but for me, I get to think about how can it be fixed, and if it can't be fixed, maybe it's time to move on from that particular scenario and just change the way that things get done from my end. If I can't control how other people react or whatever, and you can't, the only thing I can control is how much of this frequent inconsideration, then I'm speaking of a specific inconsideration uh, that happens with some level of frequency that it has become problematic. Uh, and this, if I were to continue to excuse that and overlook it in the same way that I continue to do every time that it happens, then there is going to be no change, and I have to decide if I'm going to tolerate it or if I'm going to choose an easier route. Whichever. I mean, that's what I'm looking at. Because it's this is a scenario that is hurtful whenever it does happen, and it's not like all the time that it happens, but it's frequently enough that it's happening, that it's leaving uh, some emotional hurt. And I know the other person doesn't understand that. We've had this conversation. They have no concept. They have no. They have no idea, uh, and probably won't have the capability to understand the consequence of this repetitive uh, disrespect. You know. um, or in consideration. I don't necessarily know that they mean for it to be disrespectful, but there is no consideration when these things when this particular thing occurs, uh, and so yeah, that's and it's an important relationship. It's not. I'm not talking about ending the association or anything like that, but it's drastically gonna have to change. I've got to think about protecting my emotional security in this case. Otherwise, I wouldn't be of any benefit to anyone or anywhere. I would be unable to do anything because I would be just an emotional wreck over this if I obsess over this. And if I don't want to obsess over it, I've got to not let it happen over and over and over again. And it's a lifelong thing that's been happening. So yeah. But anyway, yay. The happy, so you can tell I need a vacation. So that is the cool thing. This getting my friend going out of town, it's going to be just perfect for me. Um, and he lives in a nice house and uh, in a beautiful neighborhood. And you've seen the apartment in the other videos before and stuff like that. So, and they've offered to welcome me to use the community facilities like the pool and things like that. So, and that's fine. So I'll get some nice summertime relief and just use the opportunity to get away. I would be coasting on a job well done here in the apartment, and then I will be coasting on just the thrill of just being away from things for a while and cuddling up with the wonderful little dog, So, yay! I'm so glad that I took on that responsibility of pet sitting for my friend, um, because who knew it would be coming just at the time when I damn well need an emotional break. Okay, love and light, everybody. And oh, something else! I'm so excited. I was out most of the day yesterday. I had to go to Bossier for the. I went to a store over in Bossier to get eyeglasses, my eye exam, and get my eyeglasses and everything. And so, yay! Next week I get new eyewear. I didn't I didn't get new eyewear last year or anything like that. It's been about 2 years since I've gotten new eyewear, and the last time I got new eyewear, I let them talk me into these Versace frames, which I love. They're stylish and fun and everything, but they're actually huge. But aside from that, the where they sit on my ear, it's not curved and beveled and soft edges. It's really rather kind of thin and sharp and heavy, and they're sporty, but they're a little uncomfortable to wear. But my prescription hasn't changed. Uh, so basically, um, those eyeglasses are still good. I'll still be able to wear them, the Versace's, every once in a while. But the fact is they're not exceptionally comfortable to wear. That's why I'm not sitting around wearing Versace eyeglasses uh, with the T-shirt that I'm wearing as I just come in. But I'm excited because they're fun little frames that I picked out, and I'm so excited for it. And I got single vision because even though they did offer progressive line bifocals, I just don't do a lot of book reading, like literal, like holding a book in my hand, doing a book reading. Um, Unless I'm at like a meeting or something, and we do like a literature study or something like that, and then I read the book. But even the bifocals that I get, I almost end up taking my glasses off because it would be like, let me just, you know what I mean? And it's just so much easier to remove the glasses, and that's fine, because with not wearing my glasses, I'm very nearsighted, and so I have no problem seeing uh, up close, and so yeah. But So I can just, if I need to focus, I can just take the glasses off and not have to really worry about it. Because as it is, it's like I'm doing this and just basically reading underneath my glasses. Anyway, the bifocals, never even use them. And I haven't since I've been getting bifocals. It's like, yeah, it's just, it's just not something I enjoy. So that's going to save a fair amount of money. Uh, yeah, like almost $60, um, which my insurance was covering it, but I pay taxes. So if I get the glasses that are a little less expensive, then I get to save money on the amount of taxes that I pay. And of course, I got an additional pair of glasses that are going to come. And the only difference is uh, one pair is going to be lightweight, ultra high definition, just really souped up, very top of the line premium lenses. And then the other pair, they're going to be thinner, high definition, thinner and everything. But they're still going to be like just, a pinhole uh, that I'm going to be looking at the world through. But that's, you know, uh, they're still cute and I'll still be able to see. I just won't have the wide field of vision. So I will probably mostly put them aside and use them in the event of an emergency, like I need to get like uh, frames adjusted or something like that. I don't know. They're really they're really fun. I'm really excited because for me, when you wear glasses, then you changing your glasses out. You get a new look when you change your glasses out. I kind of shied away from the metal frames because I have a pair of metal frames in a tortoise shell that I still use from time to time. So okay, love and light for real. God bless. Good night.